Welcome back to Behind the Vocals. This week we are joined by Brandon Watson of Misery's End, Deadlocked, and Bassault. It's a wonderful episode where we talk about all things vocals, his 3 bands, band promotion in 2025, as well as social media, tips and tricks, and all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's get into the episode. All right, we are joined by the one and only Mr. Brandon Watson of Misery's End, Bassault, and Deadlocked, and probably more bands to be determined because he's a part machine. Literally, I think this man, I don't know that you're really a man. I'm sorry. I think at this point, you might be AI, you might be a Terminator, and we're going to dive into that because you are a busy man.
Yeah, it's an understatement, but yeah, very.
I will definitely dive in and see how you do it, but the man behind Brandon Breakdown that promotes bands daily, showing bands love, and doing all kinds of things. You have tons of hats you wear.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. It's a crazy life. But I accept it and I roll with it.
Yeah, you're crushing it. We've actually talked about you the last, I think, 2 episodes. Our previous 2 guests, I was just telling you, your name got brought up with IamMook and Salem Trials. Both sick bands.
The boys.
Yeah, they're so good. So good. But what I like to do to start the episode is just kind of have you introduce yourself and tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Cool. Well, I'm Brandon Watson, other known as Brandon Breakdown, vocalist of Misery's End, Deadlocked, and Bassault. And I'm just a guy doing what I can to make his mark in the music industry, or trying to anyway. But 30 or almost 33 years old, dad of 4, like chilling, man.
Dude, how? I don't understand. Like, I have 1 kid, you have 4 and 3 bands and a full-time job, and my brain can't comprehend, like, do you sleep?
Not very much.
I don't see how you can.
I have lately started sleeping a little bit more because I feel it taking a toll on me a little bit, but I just, and by a little bit more, I mean like an extra 30 minutes a night, but that feels like heaven to me.
I mean, so what, now you have like an hour and a half you sleep? Is that what it is?
I'm like 4 on average.
Dude. It is insane. We've talked about this off before, like off the stream and the podcast stuff about your schedule. It's nuts, man. I don't get it. I'm wore out with what I do, and I'm just like, I don't understand.
It's just, it really is crazy. And like I told you earlier, I don't know how I do it, but a lot of my video making is literally like, I wake up, I set my alarm 20 minutes early that I'm supposed to be up, make a video or do what I got to do. On my lunch break, I make a video or record vocals. When I get home, put the kids to bed, go out to my car and record vocals for 30 minutes. Like, I just fit everything in when I can.
Dude, also, I love the vocal videos in the car. It's so sick.
Oh, yeah.
There was one recently, and I was like, this is so sick. I love that this is a thing.
It's not the most comfortable thing in the world, as you can imagine, but
no.
It's... You got to do what you got to do. I used to record right here in my living room. I got everything set up still, or all like the mic stand and everything. But it was just, I don't do it when my family's home, and my family's not home they're not home very often. So I was like, I got to find something else because I'm just not having enough time.
Yeah.
So I went to Best Buy, bought a laptop, and just been doing it in my car for the last couple months.
Nice. Hey, it works. I think I want to say Chris from Elitist recorded some vocals in his car. Like, I think he told me like that's what him and like his guitar player, that's how they did it. For some, they would just go get in the car and record.
Yeah, apparently there's actually quite a few people that do it. It's a good space to do it, especially if you got like a good car with good sound deadening and everything. Like, my car doesn't echo whatsoever. Like, it's really nice. So
I mean, do your neighbors stare at you and are like, what the hell's he doing?
I got 5% tinted windows, brother. They don't even know I'm in there. They have no idea. They might hear like the muffled screams a little bit, but they don't know where it's coming from.
There might be someone dying in that car. I'm not 100% sure. We're not sure what's going on in there.
They just minding their own business.
Dude, you're an absolute machine, man. You crush it. Your bands are crushing it. All of them, I feel like, have pretty good numbers too.
Yeah, so no, they're doing pretty good. Yeah, Bassault is honestly doing way better than I expected. But Misery's End, it's been a while since we put anything out for them, but the numbers are holding steady pretty decent. Deadlocked, just put a new song out today, and it's doing pretty decent. So yeah, everything does all right. Yeah.
This is like a fun circle for me. You did a feature on Splinters, 1958.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite feature ever. Yeah,
right?
That's my favorite.
Am I right? Is that the song?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I knew the drummer from streaming and stuff for Splinters, Bill.
Yep.
And I was doing reactions, and he was like, yo, our new song's coming out. I was like, sweet. Yeah, like I'll throw it up there and I'll react to it live on stream. I'm like, we'll check it out. Like, of course, the homies, 100%.
Yeah.
And you guys are on there. I remember tagging you guys, and then it was funny. Like later on, we got connected to do like promotion and stuff, and I was just like, oh yeah,
Yep.
I know
Yeah.
who this is.
No, dude, Splinters is probably, in my opinion, one of the most underrated bands in the
Splinters is
scene.
sick.
Like they are so good, dude. Like they are doing stuff that nobody else is really doing, and it's just, especially the vocalist, man. He just sounds so unique and so cool,
Which is
and it's just.
Bill's brother, I think. The drummer's brother, I think, is the vocalist.
I think so. Yeah, yeah. What's his Nick? Nick is his name. And no, dude, they're so good. I'm glad you brought them up because they deserve so much more. They're so freaking good. And 1958, when they hit me up to do the feature, I was like, dude, this is so sick. And they told me he told me exactly what I tell all the people that I get to do features on our songs. Do whatever you want, like free creative range to do whatever.
Yeah.
So I did, and I think it turned out pretty sick.
Oh yeah, it's really sick. I'll never forget when he sent me like the link to the band for the first time. I was doing like live vocal performances or something, and he came in and was like, yo, I didn't know you did vocals. He's like, check out my band. I was like, sweet, yeah, send it over. And I was like, bro, your band is sick. Like, you guys are heavy.
Dude,
it's like I like this
awesome,
a lot.
dude. And I think when they perform live, they're just a 3-piece as well. Are they just? Is there 3 or 4 of them in Splinters?
I don't know,
but I know I've seen plenty of live videos. There's just 3 of them, which is freaking cool. But anyway, yeah, they're
dude,
sick.
heavy 3-piece. Well, how long have you been doing vocals? Let's get to the nitty gritty.
You want total or
Sure.
how long I've been doing them properly?
Total. Because we all start off, dude, bad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe not all of us start bad. I started bad.
Yeah. So total, oh man, I mean, I started when Stand Up and Scream came out in 2008 from Asking Alexandria. I mean, I was screaming in my car all the time. I was hurting myself badly, but I was doing it. But I mean, since that album came out, I was always doing it in my car, just driving to work and stuff like that. I didn't really do it for anybody. I wasn't in a band or anything, but I didn't, even when we started Misery's End in 2021 or 2022, I was still doing them extremely wrong. If you go listen to our first EP, you can tell like it's not good. But probably ever since we dropped our first EP in Misery's End in 2022 is when I've been doing them properly. So about 3 years.
Okay.
Properly.
Probably so.
I realized I was hurting myself, and I was like, I need to change. I need to figure something out. And the vocalist of Tala, I actually went and watched a bunch of his like tutorial videos, and that's kind of where I learned. So
Justin, right?
Yeah, Justin. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dude. It starting out, it is rough. I started way back, dude. Probably there was really like nothing on YouTube and stuff back when I started, and so it was kind of like just figure it out. Like I was like, I don't know. Sure. I'm just gonna go for it. And I started like screaming and yelling. I was like, oh, this sucks. This hurts. Like this is not. I don't understand how this works. And I kept practicing. Started kind of figuring out a little bit where I was like functioning. I could play like shows and stuff. And then I caught the Zenna screaming, and none of it made sense the first time. Like I was just like, this shit, none of it. It's all going over my head. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. But then
what's a diaphragm?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I understood that part, but she was like, all these exercises. I'm like, I don't know what. And I remember, I'll never forget. I was at a practice, and it like one of them hit me. It's the pencil thing. I always reference it, and it's like scream over like you have a pencil in your mouth and you scream over it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay. So like I made a point. I was like, I'm going to act like I'm screaming over a pencil. And then I did like the whole set, and I was like, oh shit. Okay. That's how it's supposed to feel. Like light bulb. I was like, okay. She knows what she's talking about. Like I got it. So I like,
oh, for sure.
Yeah. That helped me a ton on like figuring it out. And then I'm still now, like, especially as I'm getting older, like tips and tricks, I'm still nerding out and finding different things that work and doesn't work. And it's,
dude,
to me, it's fascinating.
That's all I do in my car. All I do in my car is just experiment with new sounds. That's like all I do. And I think that's, I know I have a lot of learning to do and a lot of improvements to make, but I think that's one place I struggle when it comes to getting better is I don't focus on the same thing long enough. I keep changing it up and trying something new and before I perfect the thing I was doing before, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but if I can just, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but if I just like tell myself, look, stay on this one thing, perfect this one thing, and then move on to the next one, I think I could improve a lot. But I mean, I'm pretty happy with where I'm at for 3 years of doing it properly. So.
Oh yeah, dude, your stuff sounds sick for sure. It
Thank you.
it's
Thank you.
that's the beauty of vocals too. Is like people are finding new noises and new weird things to do constantly. Like it's evolving. It's evolved so much since I've started.
Yeah.
Like you go
Oh
back
yeah.
to the 20 like late 2000s, early like the 20 teens, like 2010, 2012s, all that
Mhm.
metalcore and deathcore, and you hear what they're doing, and then you throw like deathcore and stuff now, and it's just like
It's
massive
completely
difference.
different. Completely different.
Stuff is
Yeah.
so wild. But I mean, that's how
Yeah.
it's gonna go. And then another 10 years, I don't know what to expect. It's
God, who knows?
people are gonna come out there
Uh,
inspired by like Will Ramos or something and just pull out some ungodly like insane noises that we're gonna be like, I don't know what that is.
the so there's some noises that I found recently that are going to be on the second Bassault EP coming soon, and I'm kind of questionable about them. I
Do it.
think they sound kind of cool, but I'm going to do it for sure.
Do it.
But
Send it.
I'm, I'm doing it. But I am kind of curious how people will take it because it's very, as far as I know, I've never heard anybody make this noise. Or actually, there's two noises that I don't think I've ever heard anybody make. So people at first are probably gonna be like, "What is this? This sucks." But I mean, it's pretty unique to me. I think it's pretty cool. You'll hear
I
it.
can't wait. It's probably watch it. It's gonna go
Yeah.
viral. Like I feel like that stuff. Just
Usually, new stuff like that, if it does go viral, it's usually for the wrong reasons. But then people kind of start coming around and be like, "Okay, this is kind of cool."
yeah.
So we'll see. Because
Well,
there's always with the whenever there's a new big thing, people always hate it before they love it. So
yeah.
that's just the way it works.
Yeah. True. Okay. What inspired you to become a vocalist?
Man, that's a really long story. But so like I said, 2008, Stand Up and Scream came out is kind of when I started messing around. I had no intentions to get good or ever do anything with it. I mean, I always daydreamed about being in bands. I'm like, oh, dude, this would be so cool, but that'll never happen. I don't know anybody like that. Where I'm from in Virginia, East Coast, it's like there's not much here in terms of heavy music at all. Um, when you go to Richmond, Northern Virginia, there's stuff, but here where I'm at, there's not really anything. So I didn't know anybody. I knew a couple of people that played guitar, but that's about it. They never really did much either. They just kind of played guitar by themselves or, you know. But what inspired me to become a vocalist? Um, so this is the whole story. Do you know the band For Fear Itself?
It sounds familiar.
They're from Maryland. Tim, the vocalist of For Fear Itself, me and him became friends through promotional stuff. He hit me up to promote their band and whatnot, and we became pretty close. And me and him, we're both really big fans of the band Victims.
Mm-hmm.
So Victims was having their fourth album release show in Chicago, and that show was also the band Orphan, their final show. So me and him both loved both those bands, and I'm like, dude, I'm coming to get you in Maryland, and we're gonna drive to Chicago and go see this fucking show. So we did that, hung out the whole time, had a blast, and then on the way back, we're just listening to music, and I kind of screamed a little bit, and he was like, "Yo, that doesn't sound bad," and he was like, "You ever thought about being in a band?" And I was like, that'd be sick, but I don't know anybody. And he just so happened to knows people because he's been in the scene for a long time. So he hooked me up with TJ, which is now my current band member in Misery's End. Misery's End is just two people as well.
Oh, really?
My band member in yeah, Misery's End is just two
I thought
people.
there was
Yeah.
more
Oh no,
people.
I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. It's three people. I'm sorry. Evan joined last year. Evan's a guitarist as well and vocalist. But yeah, Misery's End was two people until end of last year. So um, TJ was the current guitarist for Fear Itself at the time. So Tim hooked me up with him. Me and him talked a little bit. I was like, yo, I want to make some music, and it just kind of went from there. He wrote a couple songs. We put an EP together. That's absolutely terrible. We went from there. But yeah, I would say what inspired me the most was just Tim, the vocalist of Fear Itself, me just hanging out with him and him hooked me up with somebody, and it kind of went from there.
Nice. So you were doing
Yeah,
promotion before you got into a band? You kind of already went down
yeah, I
the band
did.
promotion
Oh
stuff?
yeah, yeah. I was doing music stuff in the scene since like 2016.
Okay.
So yeah.
Nice. What got you into that? Just out of curiosity.
That was so it started on YouTube. My buddy Aaron in England had a reaction channel, It was a AMB Reacts on YouTube back then. I don't know if you remember that channel or not. But he was
Wait,
doing
what's his
reactions,
name?
and his name's Aaron, but the channel was AMB Reacts.
Is he from Jacksonville?
No, he's from England.
Oh, I was about to
Yeah,
say, I think it's a drummer from Jacksonville, Aaron, something like that, similar.
but yeah, he had a YouTube channel, and I was just commenting on his videos. We ended up becoming friends on Facebook, and I had, or either me or him had the idea to do like dual reactions where I would record my reaction to the song, he would record his. I would send him my reaction, he would just clip the videos together,
Yeah.
and it kind of went from there. We did the YouTube thing for a few years. He ended up coming here and hanging out in the States for a while, which was really cool. And then that kind of just, we both got burnt out on reactions after a few years. So that was right around the time when TikTok started. So I went to TikTok, started doing my thing on TikTok for about 3 or 4 years. And it was just, more promotion stuff. And TikTok, just being TikTok, got tired of that. And I moved to Instagram about 2 years ago now.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, you've got a good following on all of it, pretty much. Like, you definitely put some time.
yeah, yeah, my TikTok following's still doing good, but I still post there, but I just don't put much effort into it. It's mainly Instagram now. Yeah, Instagram and Facebook.
Okay. So what kind of, I don't know if we'll go back to vocals. We'll come back to this because I'm sure this is a rabbit hole just to go down the social media. Like, I've picked your brain about social media stuff before, and I'm sure we'll start that here in a minute. But do you play any other instruments other than vocals?
I've tried. I've tried to play guitar, but I just can't do it. I'm a beast at Guitar Hero. Like,
There you
through
go.
the Fire and Flames on Expert, I got it.
Hey,
But
let's go.
when it comes to actual guitar, I mean, I've written like, or I don't want to say written. I've made up like breakdowns for Miseries In before, where I just chug it on the guitar and like kind of give TJ the idea of what I want, and then he actually tracks it. But all I can do is just chug it. That's about it. Can't do anything else.
I'll mouth guitar stuff to him sometime because
Oh yeah.
I can't play. That's no way. I'm not even gonna try to mess with what they do. So I'll just be like, let's
Yeah.
do this, and they're just like, are you talking about this? And they'll play. I'm like, yeah, but like that.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, okay, then what? And like, I just try to mouth
Yeah.
stuff to them, but yeah.
It's fun doing that though. It's a lot of fun to do that. Like,
It's funny
having
them
your
watching
ideas
me
in
do
your
it because
head
I'm
of
like, I
what
feel like
sounds
such
cool
an
and them do
idiot.
it. Nah, this is part of it. You're not the only one, trust me. There's so many people that do that. I mean, there's videos on Instagram that go viral. I don't know what the guy's name is, but it's like I can't remember his name, but his videos are, he'll play a voice recording of someone mouthing a breakdown and then he actually plays it. They're actually really cool videos. But yeah.
I have one that we've posted on our bands. It's TJ, our guitar player, was writing the breakdown, and he wrote, for some reason it was a weird pattern, and he kept like messing it up. So then like out of nowhere he was like, sing it with me, like while recording, and we're like, what? So him and like our other guitar player were literally just like bam, 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 like they were doing it back and forth while he was playing it. I was like, you
That's
idiots.
awesome.
But it was great though.
Did you make a video about that?
Yeah, it's like them mouthing
Okay.
it, playing it, and then it cuts to the actual
Yeah.
breakdown, like what it turned into.
That's cool. When did you post that? I don't remember seeing it.
It was one of the first brief things that we posted, I think.
Oh, okay. So it was a while ago. Okay.
It's
Gotcha.
it's so
That,
goofy.
that is
though.
a good idea for a video. That might not be a bad video to repost. Because that actually sounds like a pretty
I
cool
think I've
video.
posted it twice. It's done okay. It cracks me up. It cracks my wife up too because she's
Oh, yeah.
like, "That's what you deal with." I was like, "You have no idea how it is like when we're all in a room together, like because we're only a 3-piece, but it's
Mhm.
if it's just me and one of them, I can kind of keep them wrangled and like focused.
Yeah.
But if it's all three of us, dude, they just derail so bad, and it's just chaos. And I'm just like, oh my
Dude,
god.
you should send me those clips and see if I can make something out of it.
Okay.
Make it like a little more cool,
Yeah.
like appealing.
Absolutely. Have
Yeah.
fun with it. There's so much B-roll stupid stuff that we have.
Dude,
Just
you should just start sending me it all, and I'll just like
Dude,
make stuff for you.
I've been saving it. Me and TJ recorded some. We've been posting some of them where it's just like the idea was because we were like planning content because as we're gonna go into 2025, content is huge for bands. Like how you
Yeah,
get your reach out there, how
absolutely.
you get your name known is with the
Yep.
social media and stuff. You kind of have to, And so we were like, what can we do that would be kind of funny? So our idea was to do Monster Jam style introductions and then go into the songs. So we were just like
Dude,
saying
hell yes.
stupid stuff. So that's why if you see the ones, it's like I think I'm talking about like a hobo shoe or something. It was just like random things we would say,
Yeah,
and then it would cut to like the stuff, or TJ saying something about, hey, listen here, something about hauling hay in 88-degree
yeah, I
weather.
remember,
Yeah. Like all those are just
yeah.
like clips of us like doing weird takes of Monster Jam things.
That's funny. That's awesome.
Just stupid ideas
But I mean,
constantly.
you gotta get creative nowadays, dude. You have to.
Yeah.
If you're just doing the same thing everybody else is doing, it ain't gonna work. You
Yeah.
gotta get creative.
Dude,
So,
I don't know how you come up with the ideas you come up with, because how many videos do you do a day?
lately it's been more. For a long time, it was only one video on every social media platform. But lately, it's been 2 to 3, sometimes 4. It just depends on how much I got on the schedule. So
Insane.
it's a lot. Yeah, I do my best to take, especially the bands that work with me consistently. I try to get them. I try to tell them, look, send me this music as soon as you can, so I can just get it made as soon as possible. Because if you message me the night before your song comes out, like, dude, I need this posted tomorrow. Dude, I'm sorry, it's gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
Like, I got so much stuff. Like, I just don't have the time. Most of my content that I make is made at least a week ahead of time, at least, sometimes more. But yeah, my phone storage is screaming at me.
Dude,
Bad.
mine's the same. It's bad, but that's dad life, band life. There's so many like song takes, like rough draft 1
Yeah.
of this song, rough draft 2, like rough vocals, this, that,
Mhm.
and then band content. For those that don't
Yeah.
know, that don't do content creation, dude, I don't know. You find videos that will just work, but I don't know where you're searching constantly to do as many as you do, because you're like, you did one for us. It was Halo, and I think it was like a Halo 3 commercial. I was like, I love Halo. That's so sick.
Mhm.
But you'll just like
So
find stuff constantly and then like put witty things on it, and just
so my
I don't know where
process
the
is a
brain
little
capacity
different.
comes from to do, because it takes a lot. There's more to it than
Yeah,
just like throwing a video of music. Like there's thought
yeah,
process and
yeah. It's I'm not gonna name any names because I'm not here to put anybody down, but a lot of people do just kind of do what's popular. They take a viral video and like put music behind it. That's cool. If that works for you, that works. But I usually what I do, I go to YouTube and I'll type in like action movie scenes or awesome video game like clip or something, just like something cool from somewhere on YouTube, and I just scroll, watch the video. No, that doesn't work. Go to the next one, watch the video. Oh, that might work. I put it in, I screen record it, put it into the CapCut, put the song over it, try to line it up, slow stuff down, speed stuff up. That doesn't work. Okay, go find another one. Like it's usually YouTube. YouTube, I type in the search bar whatever I think would be cool for that song, and I just search from there.
dude,
So
CapCut. Their second person has talked CapCut. Tom was talking a lot of CapCut, which I use CapCut
yeah,
too. I mean, I feel like CapCut's
yeah,
a really good tool.
it is honestly, especially if you pay for the premium and you have all of the
Yes.
like premium tools.
Yeah.
It's really good.
There's a lot you
If you're
can do
just
in
using,
CapCut.
yeah, I mean, there's not much you can't, to be honest. I mean,
Even photo
there's
editing.
everything.
I didn't know that until recently, but
Oh
you
yeah,
can like edit pictures and stuff in there, which is,
oh
dude,
yeah,
super handy.
yeah. It's awesome. I actually downloaded CapCut on my PC about 6 months ago because I was like, maybe it'll be a little easier, doing stuff on my computer with a bigger screen and whatnot. And it probably would be if I haven't been doing it on my phone for 3 years, but my fingers are so used to it on
Yeah.
CapCut, it's just so much easier for me to do it on my phone. So much easier. And they just had an update last week and changed where all the buttons are, and it screwed me.
Oh my God.
like like the extract audio or the crop, all those buttons are in completely different spots now, and I keep clicking the wrong button. It makes me take me like an hour longer to make a video sometimes now, until I get used to it.
Uh,
So,
TJ
but yeah.
uses mobile CapCut. Our guitar player. That's what he likes to use
Mhm.
for anything he does. And
Yep.
he's kind of the same way. He's like, I tried the PC. He says it runs bad. I think it's just his PC, because I use it on
Mine
PC.
runs really good.
Mine runs
Yeah.
great. I use it.
Yeah.
I feel more comfortable working on the PC with it than I do
Mhm.
my phone. So I'm like the opposite of you. And so
Yeah.
I'm always working on
Like I
PC.
said, I think I've just been doing it for so long on
Yeah.
my
I mean,
phone that it's
you're
just,
accustomed
yeah.
to it.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when before the update, dude, I could make so freaking fast. Like I already know where the buttons are. I know how much of a scroll with my thumb I have to do to get to the next one. Dude, I was so fast. It
Dude,
was awesome.
That's nuts. Okay. How did you learn to do vocals? Just screaming in your car? Did you find like
Yep.
tutorials? Was it all just trial and error?
So yeah, like I mentioned, I did watch Justin, the vocalist Atala. I watched a few of his videos, and they helped understand like anatomy a little bit with
Yeah.
like diaphragm and whatnot. But that's pretty much all it really did good for me. I tried to do a lot of the stuff that he was doing. It just didn't feel right. Um, but for me, it was mainly just practicing and just practicing every day and practicing, if try to find something that didn't hurt. That was my main thing because, like I
Yeah.
said, I did it wrong for years. I like 10 years. I did it the wrong way, and uh, once I finally learned how to do it without it hurting, it was really hard for me to stick to that because I was so accustomed to doing it the wrong way. Even now, even to this day, like I'll be tracking vocals and I'm like, why is my throat starting to hurt? And I'll like do a scream real quick. I'm like, fuck, I'm doing it the wrong way again, and I have to go back to the other way. So but the main thing was I was just for the whole time I was doing it wrong. Mainly what I was doing was just pushing entirely too hard, trying to be super loud and just once I learned how to kind of tone it down a little bit, quiet it up and still get the same sound, that's when the game changed. Like it was like, holy crap, I can make the same noises or even crazier without pushing as hard. This is
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, now that I finally got that down, I think that's because I do a lot of really long screams, a lot of really long vocals, and I think I've really got it nailed down now. So,
The
and
pushing too much is like one of the most common things I think. Like vocalists, like
yeah,
just trying to be too loud, doing too much, forcing it,
yeah,
and yeah,
yeah, pushing too hard and constricting too much right
yeah,
here. That was my big thing. I was just once I learned how to not push so hard and just kind of let this go and just let it come out naturally, it was a game changer. So,
nice. Well, you answered the next
yeah.
two questions all in that. I mean, that was
Oh,
your
there you
mistakes you made, pushing too hard, and your aha moment was like you said, learning the non-constricting everything. Like there you go,
go.
perfect.
Yep.
All right. Whenever you're getting ready to record and do your thing, do you have a routine? Is there anything you do to warm up? And does it change if
Um,
you're sick or anything?
So if I'm sick, I completely just don't do vocals at all because it just doesn't work. But in terms of warming up, I usually don't have to do much of a warm up because I usually record in the evening. So I've been talking all day, using my voice all day. There's usually not much warm up I have to do. If I am like, if I do happen to have a moment like in the morning or early afternoon that I have a chance to record, I'll usually just like clean sing a couple songs. Usually Mayday Parade. Shout out Mayday Parade, my
Nice.
favorite like band of all time. Yeah, I know, weird coming from me because they're not heavy at all, but
No.
Mayday Parade. But usually just sing a song or two, and that usually just gets me right. A cup of coffee is usually nice. So
Okay.
black coffee. I don't use sugar or anything. So
Okay. All right.
yeah,
Black coffee. That's how you get the deathcore vocals.
that's right. That's right. That's the secret.
Dude, it's you have Mayday Parade and Tom from IamSinister, he sings country songs. I think it was what did he tell me? Travis Tritt or something?
Maybe. Yeah. I mean,
He'll
I
sing
like
a
some
country
country too.
song is like that's kind of like one of the things he does to like get him ready.
He does like his country. So
I mean, hey, it works. That's all I love
yeah,
about this show is just what works for you is different for me. Different, there's similarities of things we'll all do, because we're
mhm,
screaming. So there's got to be some
yep,
similarities. But what gets you to where you need to be for everybody is
yeah,
different, and it's so awesome to hear. Like,
yeah.
some people do like 10-minute warm ups. Some people do like 40-minute warm ups. Some people don't warm up at all. Some people like
40-minute warm-ups, dude. I don't even have that much time to record, period. That's
that was,
crazy.
dude. It's like some people have a whole process. Like there's so much stuff, and it's really fascinating to hear like what works for what person. Like it's so
Yeah,
cool. Same
yeah,
instrument, and we're all doing harsh vocals, but it's different paths, and I love it. It's so
yeah.
cool.
I will say that probably is a blessing for me is not only or pretty much only recording in the evening is I am using my voice all day. So
Yeah,
it's already warm. Like there's nothing I really got to do. Like I go out to my car at night and I just first scream is solid. I'm like, oh, I'm good. Let's go.
nice. You're a machine. It's
Yeah.
confirmed. I think you're a machine. I think you've been lying to us this whole time.
I'm sorry.
I
You
think
got it.
that's what
Yep.
it
I'm a
is.
machine.
Yeah, I think you're just like you're a Skynet. That's what. Where's the next band? Skynet. Let's go ahead.
That's not a bad idea.
First song like John Connor or something.
Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually. You want to start a band?
Do you oh my God. Dual vocals? Just go crazy. We're just gonna talk machines
Hell
and
yeah, dude.
AI.
You know how many people like Terminator, dude?
Dude, a
Dude,
lot.
that's actually a really good idea.
You heard it here
Skynet
first.
US.
Where would you
Skynet
where would
US
you have
goes.
time for another band?
I wouldn't. I mean, that's why Misery's End hasn't put anything out in so long, because the time is the problem.
So all your
Because Misery's End has a lot of instrumentals written. We probably have like 6 or 7 instrumentals that are written that I need to do vocals on. Yeah.
man.
But the priorities right now are the second Bassault EP, finish up the Deadlocked EP. I got like 40 seconds of tracking left to do for that, and then Misery's End from there. So,
Dude, what? You got Bassault, you guys are like, I think Tom's guitar player, you're a guitar player for Bassault, and you both are machines, it sounds like, because he's just pumping out tracks. Because, I mean, you guys just released, when was your other EP? It's not been that long.
it's been like 35 days.
Yeah, and you're about to have another EP out.
The entire album's written too.
That's nuts. That's so insane.
Yeah, the EP is pretty much done. The entire album is written instrumentally. I've already sent out all like the feature stuff for all the features and everything.
So crazy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're over here, old man, slow writing all our stuff. Granted, our songs are mostly longer.
Oh yeah, you guys have long songs, which is weird. I usually don't like, to be honest, but I don't know, something about y'all stuff I really, really enjoy. Well, and I know I've told you that before, but
both our guitar players are really into progressive. Like, our one is like a super like death metal kid, like technical death metal, but he also loves like Opeth and like he loves like progressive stuff. Dream Theater, they're both huge Dream Theater fans, so that comes from that. And our other one is more like he loves progressive and he loves that stuff too, but he also really likes hardcore. So that's where some of like his breakdowns and stuff like they're. Yeah. But they'll write songs. I'm like, damn, how many more minutes do I have to track vocals? Like, how long is this song?
How long is this damn song? Come on.
Like, we were doing one new one the other day, and I was like, there's a whole end section. I was like, I don't have to do vocals on this. Yes. I was so happy. We've got 2 rounds. One of them is our shortest, and I think it's like 3 minutes. And I was just like, I like tracking this one. This is nice. Oh, dude, I think you'll like that one. That one's mean as hell. That's the one I mouth the guitar parts, so it's chaos.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited for that.
It's nonsense.
That's awesome.
I'm excited for everybody to hear that one. It's gonna be fun. Okay. Do you do anything for vocal care? Teas, honeys, anything? Machine.
I would say
it's machines.
If I played live and played shows, I would say I would probably have something. But since I don't do that, and I only track for maybe 20, 30 minutes every other day, there's not really anything, to be honest.
Is there any desire for you guys to eventually play live, or are you just going to keep?
Dude, I want to so bad. And
is it possible with your schedule, though?
That's the thing. So we want to, and I know, honestly, probably all 3 of the bands will tour at some point. It's just my kids are super young, and me just being away from them for like even 2 weeks right now is just I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
They knowing that they're wondering where I'm at and I'm not with them every night they would eat me up.
Dadcore. We've coined dadcore.
Yeah. Even me not being home for a night, like I'm just like, shit, man, I miss my kids.
Yeah. I feel that, man. Bad life, dude.
But once they get a little bit older, which I mean, my youngest now is 4. So once my youngest gets to like 6 or 7 and she can understand a little bit more, I'd be more, willing to do that.
Yeah.
But right now it's just not gonna happen right now, unfortunately. If a band hit me up, it was like, yo, we're gonna be an hour from your house this night. Do y'all want to come play? And it's like they give us 3 or 4 months to prepare. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that'd be sick. I would do that if it's just for a night, but that doesn't happen very often. So.
And then Bassault is 2 members.
Yeah,
Misery's in 3. Yeah. How many's in Deadlocked?
2. Me and Sean, he's in Texas.
So are any of your members close to you? Or is everybody kind of far off?
TJ, my guitarist in Misery's End, he was about 15 minutes down the road from me, only for about a year. He lived in Maryland, and then he moved down here to Virginia to try things out down here, try to get a fresh start to somewhere new. And he was just right down the road, but he recently just moved back to Maryland about 4 months ago. So he's now back up in Maryland, but it's only 3 hours. It's not bad.
Okay.
So
what about the ones in Texas?
And then Todd is in Tennessee or North Carolina.
Yeah. He's over there close to
and
Tom.
He's only about 3 hours too, so that's not bad.
And Tom said you hooked him up with their drummer.
Yeah, Malachi. Yeah, Malachi. He's a buddy of mine up here, and he's been looking for something. You know, he's in a band that practices a lot and plays like little local shows and stuff like that. But he was looking for something a little bigger, you know. And I hooked him up with IamMook. I wasn't sure what was going to come of it because they are 3 hours away. But I think their bassist is actually about 3 hours away too.
Yeah,
so
he said that
it all works out.
They get to practice like every 4 or 5 weeks. They'll get like they'll all get together and be able to do like a live in-person practice. But he said the rest of it's like big boy rules. Everybody practices on their own. You have your tracks, do your work.
Yep. And they sound pretty solid live too. I've never seen them in person, but I've watched a lot of they have a few 15-20 minute videos on YouTube that people have posted, and they sound pretty solid for not practicing together all the time. Yeah. So it's working out for them.
So who would you recruit if you played live? Like, do you just have friends close that you'll be able to like fill it out, or are you just gonna laptop it?
So it just depends on which band it is. If Misery's End was to play live, TJ's in Maryland, Evan is in Washington, like complete other side of the United States. But he would fly. He would travel for us to play. So we would just need a drummer, which I have Malachi. He could learn the songs, and then there's a couple other people I know that play drums that could learn stuff pretty quickly if we needed to. If it was Bassault that was going to play live, that would be super easy. Just get the members again of IamMook to fill in for us. If it was Deadlocked, that'd be a different freaking story. Deadlocked, we would need a badass drummer with like 6 legs.
So you need what's his name off of YouTube?
We need Chris Turner from Ocean J, Alaska is what we need.
Who's the guy, the one-handed drummer, does all the stuff? What is his name?
I don't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about.
He does he's done the Slipknot covers. He's done covers of everything. And he like drinks coffee and smokes while like blasting with one hand. His feet are it's stupid.
Mm-hmm. Deadlocked would be, out of all 3 of my bands, Deadlocked would be the hardest for me to perform live. I could do it, but I'd be worn out by the end of the set for sure.
No breathing spots in it?
Not really, no. Yeah. The hardest song right now probably, well, Gutless would be easy. Ponderous would be hard, but I think Exorcism would be the hardest because I think there's 4 separate 15 to 20 second screams in that song, and there's one that's 24 seconds. So yeah, Jesus. I'd probably pass out on stage for that one.
Oh yeah, good God. Ponderous blew up, didn't it?
Dude, Ponderous went to the fucking moon, dude, and it still hasn't slowed down.
That's awesome.
It still hasn't slowed down. Yeah, Ponderous did insane. But I mean, it was a collab track with Waste and Wretched Tongue, so it doing better than normal was kind of expected. But yeah, so
I love Waste.
Dude, Waste,
so good.
Dude, I could talk to you for an hour about how much I love Waste.
I was actually talking to Jeremy this morning. Me and him stay in touch. He did the show, and dude, such a good dude and such a sick band. God, they're so good.
Dude, they're so good. Like, Jeremy is, I think, one of the best vocalists in modern deathcore. A super underrated vocalist. Fucking Christian is such an awesome guy. They're a great band, dude.
Yes.
They're so good.
I got connected with them through my buddy Nick from Divisive.
I love Nick too. Nick's awesome, dude.
Yeah, Nick Divisive. I think Nick's actually who told me to hit you up, I believe. Nick is who has done some of our promo pictures and stuff. He like come down here and hung out with us. And
cool. Hell yeah.
Good dude. Love Nick. But they went on tour with, it was Waste and Exit Wounds, maybe? Something like that. It was last year, year before. It was last year. Last year they were on tour with him.
Okay.
And I was like, Waste. And I checked them out and I was like, oh, dude, this band, yes. And then Nick was like, oh, they're so sick. Like, seriously, go check them out.
They're so awesome. I do as much as I can for them. Christian does art for me, so it's a good trade. So they're awesome.
Christian's another busy man too. He does management, right? Doesn't he do management?
Yeah. I think he does some management stuff. He does multimedia stuff. He shot all of the new Waste music videos that are coming out for the next. I don't remember if it's an EP or an album. Might be an EP.
They
but,
have.
He did.
Yeah, I think it's maybe it is an EP. It's
I think
something coming out. They've got something recorded and ready. I know they released a song, but I think there's more in the works. I don't know what can be said.
Well,
I don't really know fully.
The song they just released, I think, is just a single because it was a collab with Late Nine, which was I just listened to that this morning. That was really cool. It had the same sample from Slaughter to Prevail. What was the song? Hell, I think. I have become Death Destroyer of Worlds. I think that was a Slaughter Prevail sample back in like 2018, which is really cool. I like when people reuse samples when they haven't been used in a while, especially one like that, a sick one. That's really cool.
Yeah, they've been cooking though. I think they've been writing for a while, right? Because they posted studio pics. Dude, that's been a minute though. Were they in Nashville recording? They were.
I don't remember where they were, but I know the stuff they have now. Well, no, the EP they have coming out now, I think they recorded. It's probably been 5-6 months.
It's been a while. I remember them being in the studio.
Yeah, so.
I'm sure it'll be disgusting.
You guys, you're in Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
You know The End in Nashville?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw Divisive, Left to Suffer, and 2 other bands there when I was living there, which was really cool. That is a small venue, dude.
Yeah.
That place is tiny.
Wait, when did you live in Tennessee?
2022? 2022, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just for a little bit. We moved out there, again, like kind of what I said about TJ, just trying to get a fresh start, but it didn't really work out. I liked it down there a lot, but it just didn't work out. So we moved back here.
You missed the golden days of the Nashville scene then if you went to the end. We like to talk about them. You had the Muse, which was, dude, the sound system was nasty. They cared. God, I swear that had to be one of the longest 808s I've ever heard in my life. I remember going there and just like feeling it in my soul for it felt like half the song. And I was like, good God.
Dude, you want to talk about long 808s. You know Engloom, the band Engloom? Dude, I've seen them live twice, and that you will leave feeling like you don't have a head anymore. Like it's insane.
You were just what show were you just at a couple weeks ago? Who did you go see?
Psycho Frame, Boundaries.
Psycho Frame.
And Stick to Your Guns. Yeah. Dude. That was a wild show, dude. That was a wild show.
Psycho Frame.
I got
nuts.
I got there just as Psycho Frame was going on, grabbed a drink, kind of hung out to the side for a little bit, and then they played No Revives, and it was on. I was like, all right, I'm gone. Hold my drink.
Dude, they're so nasty.
Dude, they were so good. And they sound
up too. God, they blew up.
Oh yeah.
I mean, rightfully so. They're disgusting.
They sound exactly what they sound like in studio live too. Like I mean, I've seen bands that's like, yo, this is really good, but I'm telling you, it was like you could have told me they were just playing their songs through a freaking speaker off their iPhone, and I would believe you. That's how good it was.
Who's the best band you've seen live? That's a hard one.
The best band I've seen live. Okay, I have the answer. And
that's kind of a tough one because you can do like technicality, like that band nailed it, or you can do like there's personal favorites. Obviously, are gonna have like you're gonna have favoritism towards.
I have 2 answers.
Okay.
One of them I don't even like as a band, to be honest. The best sounding band I've ever seen live, Ice Nine Kills. I saw them at Warped Tour in like 2019. No, it had to have been like 2017 or 2018. Ice Nine Kills I saw at Warped Tour. And
you don't like
I don't
Ice
know what
Nine?
It was, but I don't.
As much as you like horror stuff. Wait, okay, hold on. We got to pause. Wow. What's wrong? What's wrong with Ice Nine?
It just seems so corny to me. I don't know. And I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for that, but it just seems really corny. And I can't
What's
really
corny?
tell
Like
why.
The riffs, the singing?
I think it's just
The lyrics?
there's nothing wrong with the music. It's just the theatrics that they put on to me is just really corny. I don't know.
They go
I can't.
full performance wise.
Yeah,
Like
which is cool, but it's just something in my brain just doesn't like it for some reason.
it's
But
worked for him
I
though.
will say, yeah, yeah. Oh, for sure, 100%. And I'm not like, I'm not dissing it at all. It's just something my brain just doesn't like it for some
Okay.
reason.
Fair.
But I bet I give them all the credit where credit's due because they sounded incredible live. Like it was insane.
A buddy of mine, so I've
It
seen them for the second time this year. We went and watched them with Metallica. It was them, Limp Bizkit, Metallica, which is an insane lineup. This
Limp Busy,
dude,
hell
Limp
yeah,
Bizkit was so sick live. Oh my
hell yeah, I
god.
bet, hell
I
yeah. Did they
I
play
can't lie,
Nookie?
I couldn't stop watching Wes. Wes, I
Hell
was
yeah,
just like locked on the West the whole time. I was like, this dude
that's
is
awesome.
he's just got like that it factor. Like Fred was
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Loved what Fred was doing. He was doing a great job being front man. But dude, West, I don't know what it was. He had like a Spartan helmet on, with like some Day of the Dead. I don't know. He had like this full get up, and I was just like locked in on dude.
That's awesome.
But they were super sick.
Hell yeah,
But a buddy of mine was like, Ice Nine sounded terrible. They were the opening band. I was like, well, you realize opening band sound to obviously Metallica, it's
yeah, yeah,
the quality's gonna get much better. I was like, yeah.
yeah.
But when I
There's
I
more
watched
effort
them, they
put
were with
elsewhere.
Slipknot. And they were fantastic. Both times they
Yeah.
sounded great to me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when I saw them at Warped Tour, the sound, I mean, credit to the sound guy too, because he had a lot to do with it. But dude, they sound so nuts,
Yeah.
so good. And they're the best sounding band I've seen live. The best performance I've seen live was Crossfaith. You know who Crossfaith are?
I do.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Really?
yeah. And I saw them at Warped Tour too, dude. It was so sick. I mean, they just the energy that every single one of them had was crazy. Drummer started playing standing up, still hitting a double bass standing up, just like standing on his heels, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? The guitarist brings out a bottle of Jack, chugs like half of it, and throws it in the crowd. It's just their energy was just so nuts. It was also I've been into music since like 2004, but I didn't start going to shows until like 2012, 2013. So it was still kind of new for me. So that probably has a lot to do with it. But I just remember just being in my happy place, seeing them live, dude. It was just so cool. It was so good. And I mean, they sound awesome too. They make great music. So
Hell yeah. Man,
yeah,
I think Black Dahlia was one of mine. I was just thoroughly
I just
impressed. That
saw
was
them a
back
few years
during
ago.
the Shannon Lucas era.
Okay. Hell yeah.
So I remember seeing
Awesome.
them. I was like, I'm curious how they sound live. And I watched their DVD way too much because I band nerd, man. Anything behind the scenes, any kind of documentaries, I always love that stuff. Like that's always been
Yeah.
something I just want to know as much as possible. And
Mhm.
whenever I was like, I wonder how much they're actually like that DVD. And we get to the venue, and I'm pretty sure it was the end actually. So
Okay.
it was wild, like
Hell yeah.
craziness. But we get there, and I'm just like, I wonder what they're like. Are they like that? And it wasn't long. It was what is his name? Brian, who's now the vocalist. So him and Trevor, like out of nowhere, are in the crowd just as people are coming in, and they're just like yelling and just. I was like, what are these dudes doing? They were just being wild. They were just like party mode, just having
They're a
fun.
wild
And I was
group of
like,
people, dude.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be just like it. And then live, those dudes just crushed.
They were awesome. I saw them with I just saw them 2 years ago, I think, with Spite and Vomit Forth and Angel Maker and Dying Fetus. And dude,
Oh,
that was a stacked lineup, dude.
yeah,
That
that's
was
a
so
sick
good.
lineup.
Yeah, that's
There's a
so good.
show coming in December that I am determined to go to. It's Disembodied Tyrant, Angel Maker, Body Snatcher, Whitechapel.
Jesus Christ, people are gonna die at
Yeah,
that show,
I was
dude.
like, this lineup is stupid. And I've talked to
Yeah, that's
Kyle
awesome.
and Johnny about it. And I'm just like, dude, I got to be at that show. That show is going to be stupid. That's about to be
Yeah,
the
I just
dumbest.
the one time I saw Body Snatcher, it was awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, it was just 100% in the pit, didn't leave. It was a great time.
dude, they're so good. I love Kyle's vocals too. Like
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
he's
Kyle's
got
awesome, and he's improved a lot too. Like he still kept his sound that he's always had, but just made it more consistent and just more. evil. Like he sounds awesome.
This last EP was disgusting. I loved it so
Yeah.
much. It was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lyrics.
Yeah.
Lyric time.
Been looking forward to this part.
Oh. Lyric time. Where do you pull from lyrics? Personal experience,
So
conceptual, mixed bag?
obviously it depends on the band.
Yeah,
Misery's
you're
End
all
is
over the
100.
place.
Yeah, Misery's End is 100% personal. Um, and this people will always they never believe me when I tell them this. I don't write lyrics for Misery's End. I grab my mic, I throw the instrumental into my program, and I just scream whatever feels right, whatever comes out.
Okay.
And it's usually personal stuff, just however I'm feeling in the moment, and that's what the song ends up being about. So
Okay.
yeah,
Sick.
yeah. Usually just past trauma
Yeah.
stuff. Usually, which kind of goes with the band name, but yeah, usually it's all personal for Misery's End. Deadlocked. Actually, this can go for Deadlocked and Bassault. Not so much Deadlocked with this last song, but there aren't lyrics for Deadlocked and Bassault at all.
There's some lyrics somewhere.
No,
Sometimes.
there's not. No, there's not.
At least there's
There
sound
is
clips
not.
that go with the potential theme of lyrics.
So Deadlocked, there wasn't a single lyric until this latest song, Gutless, is when Sean finally told me, dude, write some fucking lyrics. I'm like, okay. He was like, stop just making noise and make it sound like you're saying something. Like, write some damn lyrics. I was like, okay, fine. And but no, Exorcism. I mean, the first song, Exorcism, you can listen to that and tell there's not really any lyrics other than like the pre-breakdown part where I'm doing that, like where I start saying that exorcism prayer. I'm just speaking it. But other than that, there's no lyrics. Ponderous. There's a couple spots in my vocal part that sound like lyrics, and it sounds like I'm saying something, but I'm not. Um,
I love it.
and then Basalt is obviously just noise, just whatever evil noise I can make. So,
In the
and
next EP,
even
is there
in
lyrics?
there might be. We'll see.
to
Well,
be
there is from the
to be
featured
determined.
vocalist. There's lyrics from the featured vocalist. You wrote lyrics.
Yeah, leave it to me to ruin the pattern. I should have
No,
known.
but to be honest, the first EP I did all my vocals first and then sent it to the features. This one I send it to all the features first, and most everybody is writing lyrics, so I'll probably write lyrics based off what they wrote. Just
Okay.
kind of go off what they wrote. So yeah,
I'm excited to hear
but
it.
I it's it sounds really lazy, and it kind of is because it's just so much easier with the little time I have to do it to just make noise. To write lyrics takes that much more time, and I'm just like, dude, I don't have it. Like, let me just scream and just go with that. So that's just what I do. And
Okay.
gotta
Dude,
gotta work with what I'm given. So
I have to say, I feel like you've kind of hit like niche isn't really the word, but Basalt, like attention spans are shorter. Kind of like you said, you're not a fan of longer songs. I know Lorna's coming
Mhm.
out with most of their songs are longer, but for the most part, like Throne and a lot of bands are on the shorter spectrum, like 2 minutes. 3 is like pushing it, but I think
Mhm.
it's like something to do with attention span because like TikTok stuff like that, everything is short form content,
Yeah.
shorter. Keep attention while you can. And I feel like you guys have kind of hit that on the head with Basalt. Like songs short to the point, heavy, get what you need to.
Yeah.
Like
Everything we do and have done with Basalt is 100% planned. That that band is just let's appeal to what people want right now, and that's what we did. So
and clearly it's
it's
working because, like you said, it blew up fast.
so I'm gonna say something right now, which that a lot of people probably will not agree with and don't want to hear. And when I say people, I mean musicians. The majority of people in the heavy music scene right now don't really care for well-written songs. As bad as that sounds, they don't really give a shit. They just want something that sounds cool.
They just want the
So
heavy.
they just want the heavy. They want some crazy noises. It sucks because I mean, I personally hate that. because I like writing well-written songs. Like Misery's End to this day is my baby. That's my favorite band out of the three I have because we put effort into it.
Yeah.
Deadlock has effort for sure, but Bassault, dude, there's no effort put into that. Todd fucking chugs the guitar. We throw some 808s in there. I fucking just make some noises and we fucking send it. Like, and Bassault's doing better than both of my other bands right now.
Do you think it has anything to do with the horror stuff too? Like the horror names and like.
It definitely does. I mean, like I said, everything with Bassault is planned. I kind of when you mentioned Throne, I noticed that Throne, obviously, they had over a million monthly listeners for a while, and
Yeah.
they came out of nowhere and blew up. They all had short songs. I was like, okay, we need to do short songs. What else do people like? People like fucking bass drops. We're gonna put like 17 bass drops in our 1 minute song. So we did that. And what else do people like? People love horror movies. We're gonna throw horror movie samples in there. So it's a whole thing that we put together that it just works. So
Yeah, I love like you. We were talking about Throne. Like, I remember looking at them. I was like, they don't even have an album or an EP. Because the old way, like, I say old way, like this is ancient, but it used to be you would write a full length, right? Like
yeah.
EP sometimes if like you didn't have the material or maybe you're just starting out and didn't have the money to record because back then you had to do studio time, all that stuff. But you do full length and you would release maybe like a song or two to tease. Now it's not like that. Full length is not the common. It's singles, it's EPs, you know, or a bunch of singles to go to an EP. Like it's
like you said, it's people's attention spans, dude. Like I swear,
it's completely
like people
different.
just
And so Throne's marketing like really intrigued me because I was like, this band, which was Buster's third band,
I think so.
that he even is like, I don't even. It's not even as hard as like this is way easier the stuff I'm doing than it was in like Viljarta or Humanity's Last Breath. And he's like, but it blew up because they would release a single, 2 minutes and something. People got what they needed. Next single blew up. And I think now they've put them in an EP. I don't even think it's a full length. I think it's an EP.
I think it's an album.
Is it a full album?
I think so. I'm looking real quick.
But dude, and like you said, they blew up so quick. Like
it's an album. They had
a
Extended Pain, which was the EP, and then Excessive Guilt that came out last year.
Okay.
It's a short album. It's 20 minutes, but
which is hell. That's our
11
EP.
songs, 20 minutes.
Our EP's 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly, dude. That's crazy that y'all did that. Those songs
that's the aggressive part of them, man. But I'm not limiting them. Like that's what they want to write because our thing started as like so me and the one guitar player were in a band back in the day. And it started as me and him were talking, and he was like, hey, I've been writing stuff. Do you want to do vocals on it again? I was like, sure, why not? Let's just screw around. We'll do vocals. Sounds fun. So we did that, and they were like, this is fun. And then TJ is actually my cousin. I was in a band with him a long time ago. And they've always been like identical. Both of them were lead guitarists in the bands. But they have such different styles. But they work so great together. When you put them in a room, like TJ understands weird rhythms and like it blends. And so I was like, what if we got him to work with us? And he was like, that'd be so sick. And so it was us three, and we're like, we're just gonna do this song. Wrote the song, and I was like, I got more stuff to say. And they were like, that was really cool. Yeah, let's write another one. So then we wrote them all, and they're like, it was just be for us. And they're like, these are really good. Maybe we should release them. So then it kind of just spiraled into that, and here we are.
Yeah.
So it's just writing music for us essentially, and we're just like, whatever.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, and that's awesome. That y'all do it for you. It makes y'all happy. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I wish, but yeah, it's the marketing is so vastly different now than it was in like 2012. I mean, all I had to worry about back then was MySpace or Facebook. I kind of transitioned to Facebook near the end, but that was it.
Right
like,
about that time,
you didn't really, Instagram really wasn't, I think it was in its infancy. Like there really wasn't like a band
back
presence
then,
there.
Yeah. No. It was just people taking pictures of their food and put a filter on it.
Yeah. And then YouTube, we had like a music video and like some behind the scenes stuff, but it wasn't like, there was no shorts. It was only long form content. And it was like behind the scenes band stuff.
Yeah.
So while we're on that subject, how is it in 2025? Like what tips do you have for bands? Cause the marketing is, it's its own beast. It's wild. And as someone who did it before bands and now 3 bands,
it's That's a really loaded question because I mean, there's definitely a formula to follow, but at the same time, that formula doesn't work for everybody. You have, if I had to tell a band that I've never talked to, never worked with, and they're just asking for advice, I would say post content every day, make that content different, look at your analytics, see what's working, see what people are watching more of, and make more of that. Like that's the main thing. And reach. So I've had this conversation with a lot of bands. There's a lot of bands out there that will put thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars into making the music and then nothing into promoting it. Like you have to do that part.
Yeah.
Like reach
Marketing
out to
budget.
people and yeah. It's like, and they'll spend $5,000-$6,000 on like a song and a music video, and then their marketing budget's like $200. Like you got to leave some room for that. It's the way it is in the world now. Like you got to reach out to people like these big pages that are sharing music, and you just got to get them to do it. If you don't do that, I mean, you might get lucky and a video on your own page blows up, but you got to reach out to people that are doing this. You have to, unfortunately. I'm gonna be honest. I know, like I do it, like it's part of my living, but I honestly wish it wasn't like that. I don't like it, to be honest. And it's just I feel like there should be a better way to get your music heard other than putting it over a meme or like, or something like that. But it's just the way it is right now, unfortunately. I mean, you can run Google ads, to get people to your YouTube video and stuff like that, but every I see labels and I see bands run ads on their stuff and it doesn't always translate to actual streams. Like there's so many bands I see out there that have 100,000 views on their YouTube channel in a month, and then their Spotify has one like 1,500 streams. Like it doesn't seem to translate. I know it worked for a while, and I know that's why labels still do it, but it just doesn't work that way anymore,
Do you work with labels
unfortunately.
ever?
There's a couple labels that I work with that the two I work with, they send, I'm not going to say what it is, but we kind of work out a yearly deal, and they'll just whenever like a band that they have that fits what I post like within that genre, they send it to me, usually months ahead of time. They're like, hey, we got this song, need you just share the hell out of it when it comes out. Cool, gotcha, no worries, just go from there.
I have a guess on what one of the labels is, but I don't know if I want to say it. Maybe I'll just message you.
Yeah, you can guess. I'll say yes or no.
Seek and Strike?
No.
Damn.
I know why you think that though. I post a
Wait, I
lot of
mean,
Seek and
Waste and
Strike.
Salem Trials. I was like,
Yeah, yeah, no,
damn.
no,
Okay.
no, that's not one of them. But yeah, usually they just, yeah, like I said, it's usually like a yearly thing.
That's
And
sick, though.
actually, there's yeah, two of them is a yearly thing, and another one we kind of have this deal. I'm not going to get too much into it, but we have this little deal where I'll just say they share my music, I share theirs. I'm not on their label, but they help me out. So
That's sick.
yeah, it's really I like that deal.
Are you going to label shop any of the bands? And is there a
Nah.
point in 2025, like, it's something I've thought about a lot. And I mean, there definitely is, I think. Back in the day, definitely like distribution was huge with labels, right? Because like
Hmm.
you had CDs, you have physical media, pushing your stuff, like your songs. Because
Yep.
like I said, 2012, Instagram wasn't really a thing much. Spotify was a baby, so like
Yeah.
I remember our music was on. It is on Spotify, like my old band, and then it was. And I remember Apple Music and like iTunes was like the big thing. We're like, oh, we're on iTunes, sweet. But if you got like a
Hmm.
label back then, they really pushed you. You were going to like physical stores and like all kinds of stuff. Do you think labels are as big of a deal now with how easy it is to distribute on your own and to kind of because DistroKid and CD Baby and TuneCore and there's some
Hmm.
others I can't think of. There's like a bunch of distribution sites now that get you all over, like literally everywhere.
Yeah. I don't want to say that labels aren't the thing anymore. It's just it's possible to do what labels are doing for you on your own nowadays, basically.
Labels have had to
If
like
you
evolve quickly because of how the
Yeah,
industry is.
yeah. I mean, labels. you can do the same exact thing a label's doing for yourself if you have the time and, if you want to put the time in yourself to do it, you can, and the work. But I don't think they're necessarily a thing that you have to have anymore. Like for example, look at the band Victims. They're still an independent band and they're massive. You know, in terms of our scene, they're massive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and they put in a lot of hard work. They write a ton of songs. They put out great content. They play a ton of shows. Like they put out the sickest music videos you've ever seen, and they're making it work. And I think Meredith, the drummer, I'm not sure if she still does, but I know for the longest time she was doing all of the merch, all of the shipping, everything herself. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of work, but she was doing everything by herself. Like it's possible to do it without a label for sure. There's tons of independent bands out there that have, uh, let's just say a number, 100,000 plus monthly listeners. It's not easy, but
Yeah.
if you got someone determined enough to do it, you can do it.
I think Disembodied was without a label for a long time. They are on a label now, but I remember
Hmm.
like what's the vocalist name? Blake. I
Yeah.
remember listening to him talk about like doing all the stuff on their own and just kind of like, we didn't want to go anywhere because all the stream money, which
Mhm.
is not a lot usually.
All those deathcore dollars.
Yeah, is they were keeping them like they didn't have to share with anybody because they were doing everything. They were doing the videos themselves. I think he was
Hmm.
editing and doing some of them. Like,
Oh, I know one of the videos for the Poetic Meta album or EP. I don't remember which video it was, but it was just all stock footage,
yeah,
and it like blew the hell up.
yeah. I mean, that's what
It works.
we're trying our best to keep it, especially right now, like as DIY as we can, and it's
Yeah.
a lot of work, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess.
Yep.
They
Yeah. I will say, um, my platforms I have, obviously help my bands get to where they are. And I do sometimes wonder, like, where would my bands be at if I didn't have the platforms that I have? Like, would they be nearly as like where they are now? I don't think they would, to be honest. But it is what it is.
I love that you
Got to work
found the
with what you
niche
got.
in your content with that. You have like, I feel like there's two main ones you do. You do like the memes, and you do like
Yeah.
the top three, like the itching my brain series.
The top three songs currently hitting
Yeah,
that certain itch in my brain. Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I feel like those two like it really works. Like those do really well. But you
The
kind of have like a
the
formula for it that you figured out that it's smart.
so so what I think the secret is to that is when I do the 3 song videos like that is making the songs cut into each other, like it just kind of flows. Like I always make it to where each song flows into the next one. Like there's a lot of times where I'm like, shit, this pre-breakdown is really cool, but it just doesn't line up well with the song that was before it. So I think that's the big thing is making them flow just seamlessly.
Okay.
So I think that was because for the longest time, I mean, it's only been those videos only started doing really well maybe 5, 6 months ago. Those videos used to like be my worst performing videos, just because there was so much of each song I wanted to include that they just didn't flow well
Yeah.
together. And once I started making them flow together and just like kind of transition into each other seamlessly, they started doing so much better.
Okay.
So,
But I mean,
and I
it's
think a
smart
lot
too.
of it,
Like you grab something popular, like one of your most recent one was Spite, the new Spite song, right?
hmm yep,
So like you grab like the popular new song that's out, like the big heavy hitter, and then you like
that song is
sandwich,
always
almost like a
first.
nice little Oreo. You put
Yep.
like it's clever. It's very clever. It works.
Yeah, so a little secret with that too, and I'm sure people probably know this, but uh, not every band I share in those videos is one that I've been paid to promote. Usually it's the second one. I try to make it the second one in the video just to kind of keep it in between. I always do a big band first to catch the people's attention. The second band to, for people that are still watching the video to see that band, and then the third band is sometimes one that I've been paid from. Usually it's just another 6 song that I found recently. So,
How many?
but yeah,
I've noticed too the bands. I don't know if they're ones that have paid you or not, but some of the ones that we've been on, I definitely see
yeah,
them responding and sharing and like reposting. How often do they reach out, like reach out to you and talk about it and stuff?
like you talking about like bands that didn't pay me to promote them and they're in the
Like, I don't
video.
know. I'm a Nether Walker. Nether Walker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no, they don't pay
Like
me.
that was
They're
one that
just
was
sick.
tagged with us, but I saw
Yeah.
them responding and like doing stuff, and I was like, okay, that's sick.
They definitely appreciate what I do because they always post to their story and respond in the
There's
comments and stuff. So
who
they,
was the other one? There was another one recently we were on, and I noticed they reached out too. Like they were in the comments. I was like, okay, all these bands are like showing love back. That's really
yeah,
sick.
there's a few that do show love back, whether it's just like a comment or just like sharing to their story, which honestly, I they have no idea how much I appreciate that because it's really cool, especially if they haven't paid me to promote it. But if you have paid me to promote your band, I hope you're commenting because you should be.
Yeah, and respond to comments. That
So,
helps too.
dude, that's like the biggest thing I try to tell people. Like, you're paying me to share your song. Respond to every comment, dude. Like, these people want you to respond to
How
them.
much do you read the
Especially if
comments of them?
I read every single comment on every single video.
How much did you love the one you did for us that went crazy? The seatbelt one, the kid headbanging.
Oh,
Those
dude.
seatbelt comments are cracking me up. I was trying to respond for a while, and I was like, okay, I feel like I'm getting nowhere with them, but it's
No. It's very rare that I will stop reading comments, but that was one of the videos I was like, dude, this is getting annoying. Like,
because the
so many
first few I
people
was like,
saying dumb
yeah,
shit.
okay, good point. Like I think I'm sent back like, you're right, safety first or something, just like agging it on. But
Yeah, I
then it
remember
just started
that.
getting to the point I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop because they're just
Yeah.
everyone's like, not my
Yeah.
kid. I'd have a seatbelt. I'm like, okay, grandma, chill
Dude,
out.
the Facebook comments were worse than the Instagram comments. I remember that. It
It's
was well, that's the thing too. Facebook, when I post videos on there, obviously it sees my followers first and then it goes out to the non-followers. Dude, it doesn't go to people within the niche, dude. It goes out to fucking 80-year-old grandmas, like
that's
like
Facebook
country
though.
bumpkin dudes that don't know what heavy music is. Yeah.
It
But it's
Facebook, I
crazy.
do not understand their marketing. I worked with them for a couple years. I was partnered with them streaming, and they would do like promotional ads. They'd be like, "Here you go,
Mhm.
here's an ad. We're gonna push it. Make an ad about your stream and stuff." So I would do first. I did like normal ones, just normal gameplay stuff, and I was like, "These did okay. They weren't great." So then I was like, "I'm just gonna do the stupidest stuff possible to see what happens." Those went nuts. Like I mean, like million views plus, and like.
Yeah.
But the comments were, I was like, who are these people? Like, they're never gonna come to a stream because I was dressed up in like a bunny costume on one of them. But I'm just getting like random people in India and like grandmas and responding. I'm like, okay, they're never gonna show up. But I did get
Yeah.
some people, but it just the comments are out of control.
Yeah, the Facebook stuff, it just goes to anybody and everybody. I don't think there's any algorithm to it. It's like, oh, this guy's followers like this video. Let's just push it to everybody.
So what works in 2025? Because hashtags are a nice debate. I don't think they work.
I
I've been
I
using them, and I think
I
it's a
don't
waste of time.
I can't remember if we had this conversation, but I have not used a single hashtag since I've been on Instagram. Ever.
And
Never
is
used them.
so because the debate is hashtags help you go to your desired audience, right? Supposedly, it's supposed to like push to like
Yeah.
if it's somebody that wants to see deathcore content, it's supposed to push there. I don't think it works, and I feel like even the head of Instagram said something like, "Don't use hashtags. That shit
I,
doesn't work."
I don't think it does anything. I think the only time that hashtags work is if somebody goes to the search bar and types in what your hashtag says. Like if you have hashtag deathcore, someone goes to Instagram search bar and types in deathcore, then your video might pop up. But so are millions
Who
of other
does that
videos.
though?
Like
Because I don't. I never type. I never search hashtags. It's probably a terrible thing.
the only time I ever go to the search bar is if I'm looking for somebody or a band or
Yeah.
something.
What
That's
about
the only time I
Facebook?
use that.
Hashtags, nothing.
Never used one.
So how do you expand
Never.
reach? I'm sure that's something all bands and people want to know. How do you get the reach without?
Make relatable content. Make content that people can watch it and either be like, oh, so and so would like this, and they send it to their friend, or something that's like, oh, I relate to that. That's funny. I do that every day. That's why I make a lot of like, you see me mention caffeine a lot in my videos because most 99% of the population drinks coffee and like rely on caffeine to get through the day. Like, relatable content, I think, is the biggest thing.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you
just make something that people can be like, oh, I relate to that. Oh, I do that every day. I do the same thing. Like, I think it's the biggest thing.
okay? And then sharing, like I
Yeah.
said, comment and sharing any interaction you get is good.
Uh, Watch time is the biggest factor on social media. Um, that's why I've kind of cut down my videos. I used to do, you know, average like 20 seconds, and I've cut it back to like average like 11 or 12 because watch time seems to be the biggest thing. And ever since I cut it back those few seconds, like my engagement has been way up.
One of my favorite things, and I have to kind of like reel my one guitar player in about it, is troll comments. Because over the years doing content creation, trolls are gonna happen. Like it's
Yeah.
inevitable,
Yeah.
right? But what like the thing I always keep in my mind is like I'll try, like kill them with kindness because I mean they want you to argue, they want you to like bite, and
Yeah.
so I was like, thanks
Yeah.
for checking it out, whatever. And the more they comment, I'm just thinking you're just pushing the video more because
You're
you're literally
boosting
just
it.
giving me
Yep.
engagement, and that's what I always tell them.
Yep.
Like I'm just gonna keep responding and keep being nice because they're all it is just helping the video in the long run. So they're just
Yeah,
helping me, truthfully.
because every time they respond, every time you respond, they click on it, it plays the video again.
Yep.
It plays the video over and over while they're typing their comment.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's another thing too that I do, and I know it drives people crazy, but it's on purpose. I put typos in my captions all the time
Do you really?
because because people will always go to the comments and correct me, and every time they correct me, they're boosting the video.
200 IQ over here. This man's got it
Yeah.
figured out. It's like you've been
So
doing this
that
for
actually
years.
Yeah, that actually happened by accident. I did a typo by accident. I realized how many people were commenting, correcting my typo, and I realized how well that video was doing. Because to me, it was a decent video. I didn't think it was like, oh, this is going to do 1 million views. This is probably do like 50, 60,000 views. And then all of a sudden, everybody's because I think I used the wrong form of your, and everybody was in the comment section correcting me, and that video did like 3 million views. I'm like, what the fuck. So there's strategy for sure. And I don't do typos every video, but I do quite often on purpose.
I feel like I would get yelled at from my band if I did that. Like,
Yeah,
you idiot.
no,
But I don't know. Then
do
again,
it.
they don't
Use
really
the wrong
question much
form
that I
of your
do on that.
use the wrong form of two. Like do it. People will correct you and it'll boost the video.
Keyboard warriors. You gotta love them.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we talked about lyrics and the lack of, but the use
Yeah.
of some, and future lyrics possibly. Is there any lyricists that you look up to or admire?
Lyricist.
Is there anybody that stands
I would
out?
I would say in terms of lyrics, mainly for Misery's End, because I do write all lyrics for Misery's End. Or I don't want to say I write them, but I make them when I'm sitting down to record. But my biggest inspiration, music period, but if we're talking about lyrics, would be Tyler Denman from Sworn In for sure.
Sick.
Just because Misery's End is all like personal stuff, it's usually pretty dark, and that's pretty much all he wrote. And Sworn In, I fell in love with Asking Alexandria first, but Sworn In was one of the more heavier bands that I think really fell in love with. So yeah, I would say Tyler Denman for sure.
Okay. Nice. All right, this next question sucks. Do you have a favorite lyric? It can be one of your own that may be hard. Maybe it's a noise. I don't know. Or it can be someone else's. Or it can be one of both.
Favorite lyric. I'll include one of my own and one of somebody else's. A favorite lyric of my own was in the Misery's End song "Cursed to Be Here" when I said, "The thought of not feeling is so damn appealing." I think that was my favorite.
Okay.
And yeah, that was again. I sat down and I was just writing along as I was tracking, and that came to my head. I was like, "Dude, that's fucking fire! Like that is sick." So I would say that's my favorite of mine. And then my favorite of somebody else's would be a Sworn In song, and it would be "I'd rather be let down than be a letdown."
Okay.
For sure.
Sick. Oh, that was easy for you then. That was kind of a layup.
Oh yeah.
one.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I mean, my Facebook profile has had "I'd rather be let down than be a letdown" for like 9 years. So.
Love it. All right. Tips for songwriters, lyrically, flow, patterns, cadence, all that stuff when they're writing vocals or lyrics.
I'm a bad person for this question. But like I said, for me,
But are you though?
When I am,
clearly what you're doing is working. So are you a bad person? You're doing something right. It's not like you guys have no monthly listeners. Like collectively across your bands, you have a significant amount of monthly listeners and views. And I mean, something's working.
In terms of lyrics, for what's worked for me, again, is just, just yelling or talking about like what I'm going through or like shit I've been through before. That's the big thing just for me. Lyric flow, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of struggle with that myself. I will listen to, so I think most people record songs in sections in terms of vocals. Like they have like a section that they do and they get that down and then move on to the next one. I try to not follow the beat of the song. Like I try not to flow with the guitar patterns and stuff like that. I know a lot of people do that and it can be sick, but I really try not to do that. I try to just be different a little bit. But I really don't have a whole lot on this because I'm not the best person for this, honestly.
Okay.
I really think I have just gotten lucky, to be honest, with a lot of the flow and stuff that I do, because a lot of it is really weird. And then a lot of it also is just really basic. That's why I do, honestly, I'll be, transparent here. That is why I do a lot of long screens sometimes, because I struggle finding a vocal flow at that part of the song. So I'll just fucking scream.
Okay. Hey.
I'm honestly really not that good at it. Like the music thing to me in terms of making music is still pretty new, so I'm still learning stuff every single day. So
okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I know you haven't performed yet, but if you had to pick, if you're performing live, have you done all the songs like in one take yet? Like
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're performing live out of all the bands, is there a part that you'd be most excited to do live vocally? And on the flip side, is there a part, we were already talking about it, where, you don't think about breathing and shit when you're recording them. Is there a part you're like, this would be so rough live, this would suck?
So in terms of favorite, the end of the pre-breakdown and breakdown of Hellhole, I think would be insane from Misery's End. Just that whole pre-breakdown is just me like, I'm not gonna lie, that pre-breakdown I was screaming at the top of my lungs, like I was not being safe. I just wanted it to sound nuts.
Yeah.
So I think that would be really fun to do live. And then right in between the breakdown, I say fuck this place, and I just like super low. I think that would be really fucking cool. And just people love that song already. I think that's my most streamed song I've ever had. So I think that would be a lot of fun. Just, the crowd screaming it with me would be awesome. That would be my favorite. One I would not look forward to is probably the end of Suffocating Despair by Misery's End. Because it's two like 18-second screams like with no break at all. It's just one leads directly into the other one. So I could do it. I would just have to cut the first scream like 2 seconds short, but that would be really hard. And then the second scream of that. So the first scream is just a really long brie, and then it cuts, and the second scream is a completely different technique. So the first technique, I'm false chording the brie, and then the second technique, I'm frying like the tunnel throat sound.
Yeah.
So switching from false chord to fry that quickly in one breath would be tough. I've done it. Like I said, I've one taked all of my songs in my car, just messing around. I can do it. I just have to cut that first scream short. So
okay.
Yeah.
Right. Nice.
That would be really hard.
All right. Out of this next one is a goofy one. We've talked about him already in this show, but when I wrote this question, it was themed around Kyle Medina, Body Snatcher, Adam D from Killswitch. Some people do like, the regular call outs. They're just, you hear a lot of bands do, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I don't want anybody coming for me in the comments like, whatever. It's to each their own. It's whatever people want to do, whatever works, whatever gets the crowd going. That's the main thing. But then there's the ones that do the off the wall stuff, like Kyle, that just say random shit before the heaviest breakdown. Yeah. Is there a call out or a mosh call you've heard from somebody that stands out as like one of the best mosh calls, like one of your favorites?
Probably the one that Kublai Khan did.
Matt is another one that does a lot of that stuff.
Something about taking the person next to you and turn them into guacamole or something like that.
I love it's something about those. Like I guess it brings the fun, like performance side of the show is just because the music's heavy. Like it's pissed off. It's heavy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But then whenever somebody says something just off the wall weird, you're just like, wait, what? And then the breakdown hits and you're back to what you're doing. But that moment of just like, what the hell is he talking about?
I think he says, I want you to take the person next to you and turn them into guacamole or something like that. But I remember it went viral, and that one stuck with me for sure.
Now he's got
it's really
like he does the barks all the time for some reason.
Yeah, the girls like it. That's why.
Hey, they blew up too. They've been blowing up. Like they've been on a steady They're a great band too, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Before you record, do you have any weird like rituals? It's kind of a sports inspired question. Any like superstition things you have to do? I'm gonna say probably not,
Mm,
but
no. No, not really. But I will say, I mean, I usually on my way home from work, I will usually scream a little bit before, just to, get the feeling of it a little bit. And again, it's not a ritual, but I mean, if I'll do a few screams, and if it's not there, it's not fucking there. I just won't do it.
okay.
Um, but no, I don't. Not that I can think of.
And this is a fun one to ask just because, like, I've got everything from, like, before shows, people, like, fist bump or, like, they won't say good show until they leave the city. Like, they're physically out of the
Yeah.
city because they don't want to jinx it. Or even, like, having a certain Gatorade, like,
Yeah.
doing a shot before. It's just, there's all kinds of stuff. Show socks. Like, it's kind of fun to hear, like, the different superstitious things in a way.
If I was, going to a studio and recording with my band, there would probably be something. But the fact that I record everything alone in my car, like, I really don't have anything, honestly.
Okay. Hey, it works. It's because you're a machine. That's why. You have not convinced me you're not a machine yet. I'm pretty much set on that. Skynet. I'm telling you, it's the thing. Somebody's gonna jack that idea. You're gonna lose it quick. There's got to be a band named Skynet, right?
I'm sure there is. We just put US at the end of it and we'll be good.
Okay. You got hacks for everything.
Why do you think there's Deadlocked US and Bassault
See,
US?
you got hacks for everything. There was the AI right there. You already had the solution figured out. Like, you've already marketed this whole thing out.
Everything's preloaded in my brain, dude.
All right, so we'll put you in the hot question here.
Sure.
What are some underrated bands out right now people should know about?
We mentioned a lot of them already. Splinters for sure.
Yeah.
Waste, Salem Trials. But a few we haven't mentioned. Rottnest. I think Rottnest should be eons bigger than what they are. What else have I really been jamming? Oh, there's this band that I've done a little bit of promotion for. Breathe. I think they should be a lot bigger.
They're terrible. They're awful. Their vocalist is atrocious. I don't want to hear it on them. There's a bunch of old dudes, old head dadcore metal.
There is a lot. Garden of Serpents is my bandmate in Deadlocked. That's his other band, and it's Deadlocked but more organized.
Okay.
But it's just as heavy, just as chaotic. They are so sick. For Fear Itself from Maryland that I was talking about earlier, they're really good. They haven't put anything out in a while, but they play shows like consistently all the time, and they're really cool. Shout out them. Man, I want to open my phone and look at Spotify because being put on questions like this, I feel like I can't think of anybody, and then as soon as we're done, I'm be like, shit, I should have mentioned them.
I learned about Salem Trials because of you, actually. I knew nothing of them.
Salem Trials so good. They're so good.
And I actually talked to Terry the other day for this, and I told him, I was just like, I'm gonna be honest, I hadn't heard of you guys, and then like I saw the video and I was like, oh shit, and I started checking you guys out, and I was like, you guys are really sick. Like, I'm into it. Like, I really like the band.
I like them because like I was mentioning with Bassault, really cool band name. But like I was mentioning with Bassault, like we plan what we write based around like what people want and what works, but they don't do that. Like, they write what they want, and they don't do what's popular. Like, they don't do these crazy, just like, they don't write a song around a breakdown like a lot of other bands do. Like, their songs are consistently badass from start to finish, and they're so good. Theory is just like a crazy vocalist. Everybody in that band is talented as shit. They're so good. And God, they should have 100 million monthly listeners. They're so good. They'll get there. I know they will, because they're staying consistent, releasing a lot of music. They're on Seek and Strike. Like, they'll get there. It's just gonna
Seek and Strike's got a good roster.
Dude, they have a lot of bands, dude.
I told Terry about them, and I had to look them up, make sure I wasn't crazy. Have you heard of Obey the Kraken?
They've been a band for a while, haven't they?
I have no clue. I just know they're on Seek and Strike now, and they were releasing singles. Let me see if they had stuff before. They were releasing singles, and then they just released like it's all nautical theme.
Dude, I feel like they've been a band since like 2012.
Legions of the Underdark. Maybe they have.
No, they haven't. I'm thinking of somebody else. Obey the Crack, dude. I swear there was.
First song that I'm seeing was 2024 from them.
There's something close to that name that I've heard before. Release the Kraken? Was that what?
Who else is on
Here
Seeking
comes
Strike?
here comes the Kraken. That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're all the way back from like 2008.
Who
That's what
else is
that's
on
what I was
Seeking
thinking of.
Strike? Salem, Waste, Bay the Kraken.
Salem, Waste, shoot. Dude, this band is right on the tip of my tongue. He's Filthy Breakdowns on Instagram. Wow, I'm brain farting.
I know
I
the
don't want to look
Instagram
at it.
account you're talking about. I
Decayer.
can't. What is it?
Decayer.
Decayer.
Decayers. I believe they're on Seek and Strike. I'm pretty sure they are. Yeah, no, they are for sure. But Seek and Strike has a lot of their roster's huge, but they have so many bands that I've never heard of. Like I feel like they sign a lot of overseas bands because I see them, announcing new bands all the time, and I go and look and they're from across the pond. Those are the main ones that I know of off the top of my head.
What about? Okay, so those are like kind of like bands people should know. What are some bigger bands you're into right now? I don't want to say mainstream, but I guess whatever. Like your bigger touring acts, I guess, if you will.
That's a hard question because there's not many of them, to be honest. And it's not that like I'm against to listening to popular bands. I think it's just with what I do in life, I just only listen to small bands. But I mean, if we can explore out of the heavy music genre a
Yeah,
little
no,
bit,
anywhere, any genre.
yeah, Dayseeker's been a big one of mine
Oh,
lately.
Dayseeker's a great band. I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
Dayseeker.
I saw them live last year. It was really freaking good, really good show. Dude, there's really not many. This is a hard question because most of the music I listen to is bands that I'm promoting. Because I just listen. A lot of times, like a band will hit me up and I'll listen to their song just like a million times throughout the day just to try to find like the best part to use. There's really, I still listen to a lot of Enterprise Earth, the older stuff. They're a pretty decently sized band. I still listen to All Shall Perish all the time.
Oh,
I think they're coming back, aren't they?
yeah, they're starting to
I
do
remember.
some stuff. I don't really know like to what extent, but they're doing like little runs and shows and stuff. So I don't know really what the deal with that is. Dude, they were
Yeah,
so sick back in the day. We played with them.
yeah.
We got to play with them once, and they were just good dudes and so
Yeah.
sick.
Story So Far.
Okay.
I'm into them a lot. Senses Fail, one of my favorite bands of all time. I still listen to them all the time. Other than that, there's really not many. I mean, I still keep up with bigger bands and like listen when they bring out new stuff, but I just in terms of consistency, I just don't listen to that many of them, to be
Okay.
honest. Yeah.
Just picking your brain with all the stuff tonight.
Yeah.
You weren't expecting
Put
all
me
this fun stuff.
no, not
All
at
right.
all.
I've taken up a lot of your time. I know you're busy, even though you're a robot, and I'm pretty sure you don't sleep. I guess you just.
I'm about to play RuneScape for a little bit after
Oh my
this.
god.
So. Well, actually, I'm gonna make a video and then play some RuneScape. So
I'm surprised you don't make a video while you're playing RuneScape.
I do actually, because I mean, in RuneScape, just farming. I'm just sitting there attacking cows and shit.
Is that the only game you play? Is RuneScape?
No, I play a lot of other stuff. I play Call of Duty, all the new Call of Duties when they come out for a while.
When do you
Battlefield, I still
have
play
time to play
Battlefield 4.
games? Like you keep adding stuff to this schedule, and dude, yeah.
It's only about an hour a night. It's not much. I don't game that much. I still play Phasmophobia a lot. That's a fun game.
That is fun.
It's a really fun game. I like playing with friends, but I prefer playing it by myself because I like being scared.
I
I like it.
I don't think I've played enough to not fully suck because I always end up just doing something bad on accident and dying.
It's a hard game to get used to for sure. And
But
like,
it's
to
fun. Like
learn,
I have
but
fun,
for
and
sure.
it's just hilarious listening to everybody. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's always so fun. Me and the other
Uh-huh.
guys in Breathe have played it together, and it's stupidity.
It's
Pure.
it
You should
is
join one of those sessions just to hear how stupid it gets. Listening to
you
them
just
two
gotta let me know
scream at
when.
each other, and then I'm over there like, you guys got me killed. Like you literally just closed me in this room with the ghost. Like, what are you doing?
Then you
Or we
run,
played,
then you run around as a ghost and you throw stuff at them.
What's the other one? Lethal? Was it Lethal Company we played?
I haven't played that one, but it looks fun.
Yeah, it just pure chaos.
I've been playing Gears of War a little bit with my brother. My brother is like top 10 in the world at Gears of War, so I've been playing the new remastered version of that with
I
him a
love
little bit. I
Gears.
suck at it, but I suck at it. I'm so bad, but I still have fun.
I love Gears. It's such a great series. Like that.
Yeah.
All right. 2 questions for you, and I'll let you go RuneScape it up or whatever you're doing. Probably promoting like 8 videos. What I like to do here is this: let you promote whatever you want to, plug whatever you want to plug. The floor is yours. Promote, plug away. We're gonna add it all in the description down below. So do your thing.
First, I'll promote my bands: Misery's In, Bassault, Deadlocked. I'm Brandon Breakdown on all socials, pretty much except Twitter. Never got it, or X now is what it's called. Never got into that.
I still call it Twitter. I refuse.
I still call it that too. But yeah, I mean, shout out all that. Go listen to my stuff. Check out my pages. Find new music daily. Yeah, that's about it.
If you're a band, you're listening, hit him up for
Yeah.
promotion.
Yeah, hit me up. We can work together. We'll get something rolling. Let's get your band heard. Get it in front of people.
Okay, before the last question, I do have a question, and this may be
Mhm.
a tricky one for you.
Okay.
So, say a band is out there, and you said marketing budget, right? You do have to look at it like marketing, like any kind of company, any kind of business, they have an advertisement budget, right? Like that you need that. How do you go about picking? I'm trying to figure out how to word this, and I don't want like piss people off, but how do you go about picking what promoters to work with? Like, what do you recommend when looking for which promotion sites? Because I definitely noticed like as soon as Breathe become a thing, I got hit up by like messages right away, like, "Hey, I charge this promotion." I'm just like, I don't know.
I'll make this real simple. Obviously, search between your niche, obviously. Um, and don't the people that do this are not going to like me, but I don't talk to any of them, so it's okay. If they hit you up first, don't do it. Find your people organically yourself. If a page, like a promotional page that has, let's just say 40,000 followers, messages you, they've messaged every other band in the genre as well. And honestly, they're probably not doing for you what somebody else could do. And a lot of their stuff, they pay for likes and views on their videos just to make it look like they're doing something, and it's not going to translate to streams. It's just going to look cool on your page. Oh, I got this many views, but it's not going to do anything for you. And most of them are cheap, and they're cheap for a reason because they don't work. And just that's my biggest thing is just find these people organically. We're not hard to find. If you're in a deathcore band, you've more than likely been in the heavy music scene for years. You have social media, you see these videos, like just message us, like talk to us, and most of us will work with you too. If you tell us like this is our budget, this is all we have, we'll work with you. We'll figure something out.
Are there some you can shout
I
out? I don't know if that's bad to like promote other.
No, not yeah, no.
There's some that you
Breakdown
recommend
King.
are like good people to work with.
Yeah, absolutely. Breakdown King's a great one. Filthy Breakdowns, he's a great one. There was Cats and Metal or something like that, but his page just got shut down, unfortunately. That would be my main two, and then in terms of like Instagram and stuff like that, but obviously YouTube, Hardcore King. I mean, he's the go-to for everybody. He's great. There's so many, and it's just those are really the main three that I would say. Pig Squeals and Breakdowns. He's a great page. He's a great guy.
Breakdown King, is that the one that he's the vocalist from?
Reminiscence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a great guy. Yeah, me and him work together on a lot of stuff too. So those are my main that I would say to reach out to if you want to get your music heard. We can't, and I try to tell bands this too. I do forget sometimes. I need to be more rememberative of it. But we can't make people listen to your music, but we can at least put it in front of them to give them the opportunity to listen to it. That's the main thing. Yeah.
There's no guarantees.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's guarantees that people are going to listen to it, but we can't make them. We can put the song in front of them and be like, look, this shit's sick, but it's up to them whether they go listen to it or not. So,
yeah. All right. See, that wasn't too bad of a loaded question for you.
No, not bad. I mean, those are people I work with all the time on everything. I do stuff for them, they do stuff for me, and they're great dudes.
Oh yeah.
And they're real. That's the main thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Final question, and it's not a question. I just like to give the guests the floor. Maybe there's a vocalist looking to pick up the microphone, start doing vocals, aspiring vocalist, need some motivation. Maybe there's somebody that's been doing it for a little bit and they're kind of in a rut, or maybe even a veteran, that's in a rut as well. Maybe they're just at a point. What kind of advice can you give for the vocalists out there, whether it's a beginner or someone that's been doing it all?
Advice for a vocalist, man, just are you talking about just like overall?
Yeah, just overall advice.
Just do your thing, man. Like just do what feels right to you. And just don't ever let anybody tell you what you should or shouldn't be doing unless it's like health reasons, like you're doing something wrong. Just do what you want to do. That's what I would say.
Okay. That's good advice. Brandon, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for everything and all the love you show to the scene, promoting people and taking care of the bands as well as all your bands. And yeah,
I do what I can, my man.
You still haven't convinced me you're not a robot. I don't think you're going to.
I'm going to forget to shut down the Discord call and just sit here and not move. So you think I'm a robot? Sit here for an hour and a half.
Oh my god. It's confirmed. It's happening. You're a robot. But thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Seriously. You're insane. I don't understand how you do all the stuff you do.
Thank you.
Dude, I appreciate you.
I
You're an
appreciate
awesome
you having
human,
me on, dude.
and dude, you're a workhorse. You're grinding.
Always busy, dude.
I appreciate the time though. Thank you for making time for this. It's been a blast,
Yeah,
and we'll talk soon, man.
absolutely. All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, dude. Thank you all so much for watching or listening to this episode of Behind the Vocals featuring Brandon Watson of Misery's End, Deadlocked, and Bassault. Please be sure to check out all the links down below to go show Brandon's band some love, as well if you're a band yourself and you're interested in promotion, hit Brandon up on his social media and get that promotion and help get your band heard. Thank you all so much for watching and listening to the episode. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys and gals on the next one.